Technical University for this important workshop on advancing women in leadership and work-life balance. On behalf of the university management, I extend my heartfelt appreciation to everyone here today, most importantly the women who continue to demonstrate excellence, resilience, and innovation in their various fields. Today's gathering is more than just an academic event. It is a reaffirmation of our shared commitment to gender equity, leadership empowerment, and holistic well-being. The theme, Advancing Women in Leadership and Work-Life Balance, is both timely and relevant, as it aligns perfectly with Kumasi Technical University's vision of fostering inclusive and transformative education that empowers all members of our community. Across the world, women continue to break barriers, taking up leadership positions in academia, governance, business, and science. Yet the challenges remain significant. That's balancing professional aspirations with family life, overcoming institutional biases, and navigating workplaces that are not always structured to support gender inclusivity. Is it within this reality that today's conversation becomes vital? We must explore practical strategies and evidence-based solutions to ensure that women not only succeed, but also thrive professionally and personally. Ladies and gentlemen, over the years, the university's commitment to women's leadership and work-life balance cannot be overlooked. At Kumasi Technical University, we take pride in our deliberate and sustained efforts to advance women's participation in leadership and to promote healthy work-life balance for all. The university has implemented several initiatives aimed at empowering women, including 1, gender mainstreaming and policy reforms by developing gender-sensitive policies. And this policy, some of these policies, you can get them on our website. 2, women leadership development programs, such as work capacity building workshops, like this one. 3, encouraging young women in STEM through targeted scholarships and mentorship programs. And if you go to the Faculty of Engineering, we have scholarships that we give to our female students. And the last one is recognition and celebration of women's achievements through appointments. And normally, as if you look at the University Appointment and Promotion Board, anytime that we are doing appointment, we try as much as possible to bring women on board. We are very mindful of that. As we engage in today's sessions, let us remember that leadership is not about position, but about purpose. True leadership is reflected in how we inspire, support, and uplift others. By advancing women's leadership and strengthening work-life balance, we are not just promoting fairness, but investing in innovation, institutional growth, and national development. I encourage all participants to actively contribute to today's discussions, share experiences, and explore ways in which our collective wisdom can shape better policies and practices for women in leadership. Together, let us build a future where every woman has the opportunity to lead confidently and contribute fully to society. In conclusion, I extend my deepest appreciation to the organizing committee for their dedication and vision in bringing this event to life. Your efforts reflect Kumasi Technical University's enduring commitment to inclusivity, empowerment, and academic excellence. Once again, I welcome you all to this important workshop, and may today's workshop be inspiring, transformative, and impactful. Thank you, and I wish us all a fruitful deliberation. God bless us all.
Oh, come on, let's do it better for the first gentleman of this institution. Thank you so much, Prof, for the welcome you have given to us. With your indulgence, permit me to do some few introductions. We have heard from the first gentleman of this institution, Professor Gabriel Jumo. Thank you so much for your time. Immediate left to his immediate left is Mr. Ebenezer Kofi Boakye, the registrar of Kumasi Technical University. Thank you so much, sir, for finding time to join us. Next to him is the beautiful Professor Mrs. Ibok Odro. Thank you so much, ma'am, for coming to join us. To the immediate right of Professor Gabriel Jumo is Engineer Professor Mrs. Abena Ejewa Obreyeboa. Thank you so much, ma'am. You would hear more about her in time. And of course, next to her is Professor Mrs. Mercy Badu. Thank you so much. Moving on to continue with today's program, we are yet to hear from the Pro-Vice Chancellor of Kumasi Technical University to give us the purpose of gathering. This woman is a great inspiration to most of us here and even to the generation yet to be born. Through her hard work, her resilience, she has climbed through the various stages to become the first ever Pro-Vice Chancellor of Kumasi Technical University as a woman and a female. Please help me welcome Engineer Professor Mrs. Abena Ejewa Obreyeboa to give us the purpose of our gathering.
Thank you very much, Linda. The Vice Chancellor of Kumasi Technical University, Professor Gabriel Jumo, the Registrar, Mr. Ebenezer Kofi Boakye, Professor Ibok Odro, Chairperson of the Board of International Leadership Foundation, Professor Mercy Badu, Gender Inclusion Office at KNUST, and sister. Distinguished women of Kumasi Technical University, I'm expecting the staff of Star Life Assurance. I have my friends from ICT, and I have my male factors who are supporting me in all areas. I will explain that later. Yes. Good morning, and welcome to all of you. It's with immense pride, fulfillment, and joy that I welcome you to this transformative capacity building workshop on leadership, confidence building, and work-life balance for us all. Today marks, hopefully, the beginning of a series that is aimed at building confidence and planting aspirations in all of us. It is also a platform for us to recognize, nurture, and amplify the voices of women who are ready to lead, who are ready to inspire, and who are ready to shape future generations. As we will dive into much later, today and tomorrow, we will know that leadership is not just defined by titles or positions, but rather by vision, courage, and the ability to uplift others. For too long, women's leadership has been undervalued, underrepresented, and underestimated. But the tide, as we can all attest to, is turning in all sectors. We can talk about politics, business, education, where we find ourselves, technology. Women are stepping into power and leading with authenticity, empathy, and resilience. Now, this workshop, as I envisaged, is designed to equip us all with the tools, the strategies, and the networks that we need to thrive as potential and aspiring leaders. I am positive that this workshop will be very beneficial to all of us, including my male factors here. See it as a space to learn, grow, and challenge the societal norms that we have been battling with, as well as our own personal norms that draw us back up till now. Today and tomorrow, we will dive into leadership, confidence building, work-life balance, preparing documents for promotion, literacy on KSTU policies, personal and institutional action planning, navigating the work environment, breaking institutional barriers. And there's a topic that Prof. Ibok will help us to understand how to navigate the career space with a difficult spouse. But beyond the theory of this workshop, we will also build something even more powerful, a network of inspired women, a sisterhood, a network of women who believe in each other, who advocate for each other and celebrate each other. Empowering women leaders is not just a gender issue, but it is a societal imperative. When women lead, communities prosper. When women lead, innovation flourishes. When women lead, the world becomes more just, inclusive, and more compassionate. So today, I challenge each of you to lean in, to be bold, to ask questions, to share your stories, to walk out of this workshop not just with new skills, but with a renewed sense of purpose. Let this be the beginning of something extraordinary. Let this be the moment you say yes to your potential, yes to your leadership acumen, and yes to your legacy. Welcome to the journey, welcome to the future, and welcome to leadership. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prof. Abena Ejewa Obriyabwa. Indeed, leadership is not just about position, but about courage and the ability to support others. We are grateful, ma'am. Thank you so much. Moving on, we will be hearing some messages that is named the Solidarity Messages. And to give us the first solidarity message, we have a wonderful gentleman who has the heart of a woman, a very hard-working man who inspires not just the men, but even the women. Our boss, our head, our master in terms of administration. Please, with a hand of applause, help me welcome Mr. Ebenezer Kofi Boakye to give us the first solidarity message. Please give it up to him as he joins me here.
What a flattery. VC invited professors, everybody here. Really, really, I love women. Everybody knows it. Perhaps my upbringing in an environment of women only has shaped me, and I believe in the capacity of women. That is how come you check the registry, people around me, about 80% are women. That is how come my work is so good. I'm in full support of today's exercise, and I encourage you to take advantage of that. Because our society has been very slow in our development because our culture worked against pushing women up. Maybe we give a thumbs up to the late Nana Akufo-Addo Agyeman-Rawlings. She fought a very strong fight, and that has actually led to huge successes for women in Ghana. And I believe those of you here today can dwell on her achievements and do more for the country. As long as I remain the registrar of this university, I'm in full support of every women's activity here. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Please, let's do it better for Mr. Ebenezer Kofi Boakye. This man loves women, so much so that I remember when our batch we were coming for interview, almost all the women there were pregnant. But this man still went ahead and he employed them. Please, let's celebrate this wonderful gentleman. Thank you so much, sir. We are grateful and we always learn from you. Next, to give us our solidarity message is an amazing gentleman who has a soft spirit. He's very gentle and calm. I have observed him over the time, and even in the heat of issues, you see him very calm. And I really respect and admire him a lot. Please help me welcome the head of planning and quality assurance of Kumasi Technical University and the person of Professor Kwabena Ainen.
Thank you very much, MC. The Vice Chancellor of Kumasi Technical University, Professor Gabriel Jumo, the Pro Vice Chancellor, Engineer Professor Abna Obri Yaboa, the Registrar, Mr. Ebenezer Kofi Boakye, invited guests, my mothers and sisters, and my fellow gentlemen. It is indeed an honor to be part of this event. First of all, I want to congratulate the Pro Vice Chancellor for this program. I think that this should never be the first one, should continue. Now, today's gathering is not mere a workshop, in my opinion. It is for me a quiet revolution that reminds us that the progress of our nation can never seem the position, or we cannot position Ghana where we want it to be without women. And for this reason, I see this workshop as an important one. As we reflect on the theme that is advancing women in leadership and work balance, we need to recognize the fact that leadership, just as Pro Vice Chancellor and the VC also said, is not just a title, but it is an influence. The influence that make people to open doors that were once closed. The influence that allow people and empower people to speak when silence is expected. And of course, the influence that make people learn and develop their potentials. And we in the Quality Assurance Directorate, we believe that such an event is important, and we support this event. But there is one thing I want us to recognize, and that is the struggle of the woman behind the scenes, the juggling between the family life and the responsibility within the corporate environment, the struggling between they taking care of the family and at the same time holding career on the side. These are the people we are talking about. And the time has come to recognize the impact they make in our society. As I bring my message to an end, there is something that we need to acknowledge, especially for those of us in a position. We need to acknowledge that we can never succeed without the support of women. Why? Because when women lead, quality rises. Not because they are superior, but because they bring diversity. And this diversity deepen our thinking and our progress. Before I sit down, I want to make reference to a musician, international one for that matter. That is Shaji, who said that it is so amazing how the world was made, and he wonders if God himself is a woman. And he continues to say that the woman is the constant wind that fills our sails. And I think that It is very deep. If all of us can recognize that women constitute the constant wind that fills the sails of the whole world, then it is important for us to tap into their intellectual magnificence and bring them along, because it is time we recognize them. Thank you, Pro Vice Chancellor, for this gathering. We are in full support. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please, let's do it better for Prof. Aining. Indeed, sometimes I also do wonder if God is actually a man or a woman. It's very thought-provoking, isn't it? Yes. All right, we are yet to listen to some special messages from amazing women who have decided to be a blessing to us. Permit me to do the introduction of the First Lady, who would be giving us a special message. She is a professor of post-harvest technology at the Department of Food and Science and Technology at Kumasi, I beg your pardon, at Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. But we would love to have her here. Yes, we would love to have her here. I love Kumasi Technical University so much, pardon me. She is a renowned scholar with over 28 years of experience in food processing, post-harvest management, and product development. I thought we were going to celebrate her. In terms of her academic qualifications, she had her BSc and MSc degrees in chemistry from the University of Ibadan. Yes. Let me just carry on, yes, and say that she is an international leadership. She's a member of the International Leadership Foundation, an organization for women in science for the developing world, African Scientific Institute, Women in Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. She is a mentor, a counselor of young professional women all over the world. Please help me welcome no other than Professor Mrs. Ibok Oduro to give us a special message. Oh, please do it better as she joins me here.
Good morning. I was not expected to come and say anything, but one thing I have come to know now as I'm growing is that you can call me at any time to speak. So that's a leader. A leader can be called at any time to speak. So I have made myself available to do that. So Vice Chancellor, Pro Vice Chancellor, the Registrar, all invited guests, permit me to stand on the protocol that has been established. I'm very happy to be here. Anytime I'm among you, I'm excited. The issue with gender is not about women. I use myself as an example. It's about making sure the two legs survive. The two legs do what? Survive. That is all we are talking about today, empowering the two legs. I'm born into a male home. So if you see me, I'm more, I climb trees, I jump. I used to run. Are you getting? And I discovered that my parents gave the two genders opportunity to strive. Are you getting it? And so our house is sort of balanced because both can cook very well. When I go home, my brothers cook. I don't cook. Are you getting it? But that is not the issue. The issue is that they make us to look at life differently. Are you getting? So all what this is about is a mindset shift, that we begin to think that the two, we are not in competition, but we are in a complementary game. Is that okay? It's a game. that we work together to achieve what we want to achieve. Is that okay? So you are not fighting. So the men should not be afraid when we are coming together. We must also make sure that we bring them together. So we are allies? We are co-creating the world together. Is that okay? So Wisdom Women in Science, Technology, and Engineering wishes you a good and prosperous meeting. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Prof. Ibok. Please, let's do it better for her. We are grateful for that brief message coming from you. Next, we have another beautiful woman who is also a professor. She is an associate professor in organic and natural products chemistry at the Department of Chemistry from Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. She has been teaching at KNUST since 2007, and she has mentored and supervised over 150 students in research work. She is a mentor, a great woman, a leader who continues to inspire many, many, many young people who look up to her. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the beautiful, oh, you are not welcoming her, Professor Mrs. Mercy Badu from Gender Inclusion Office, all the way from Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology.
Thank you very much, Linda, for that introduction. Prof, Vice Chancellor, kindly permit me to follow the footsteps of my boss to stand on the already established protocol. Thank you very much. I bring you greetings from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. And of course, my boss is here, so I'm not carrying her greetings. Professor Ibokodru, when I say my boss, I have worked with her from the Women in STEM group at KNUST, where our vision is to look forward to impacting some knowledge into young ladies, especially in the senior high schools, for them to have some interest in pursuing science, and so therefore the application of science when they are moving on in their careers. And I've been doing this with this wonderful woman since 2018, and I think that it is only getting bigger. Currently, KNUST has started a gender office, and by the grace of God, I am leading the establishment of the gender office, and so I bring you greetings from the management of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. I'm actually excited to be here this morning to be part of this workshop. It's amazing. About a month ago, I called Prof. So I told them I call her Prof Engineer, but I realized that she's called Engineer Prof. Engineer Prof Abina Obri Yabua. I called her and I said, Prof, I had a grant. We did a project. And this project was looking out to mainstreaming gender into the activities of higher education. And so as part of the grant, we had 3 institutions we were working with. After conducting the research, we realized that because the universities are academic institutions, and so therefore we are interested in excellence, you cannot walk to the streets and say, come to the university and work in the university. You would have to employ somebody who is qualified to work in the university. And so that is why we have the numbers that we see. So when we did our questionnaire, you realize that especially for the STEM-based programs, you usually do not have a lot of women in the STEM-based programs. And it's not that we don't have qualified women, but the qualified women are not interested in coming to academia. So then the question is, how do we help those who are already in academia? You know, when we were growing up as kids, you walk on the streets, every lady you see and you ask, what do you want to do in future? The first thing they will tell you is that I want to be a banker, because the banking job is attractive. So if you think through the data we have, then the question is, how do we make working in academia attractive? so that people will love to do the job. Because we have people who are qualified, but they are there, they don't want to come into academia. And so then we thought of having a capacity building workshop. So if we have series of these workshops, the people we have, we are going to maintain them, and they are going to let it become attractive for other women to also want to come and do the job. And so I called Prof to be one of our facilitators. She's one of our funky engineers that we see of our times. I think we want to give a clap to that. But Prof wasn't available. Then after about a week or two, he said, Mercy, but this workshop, why wouldn't we do some at KSTU? Can you imagine? Professor didn't come. Professor says, why don't we come? But, you know, Prof is always pushing to support women. So immediately she said it. I said, oh, yes, why not? I honestly didn't even think about the implications. I said, we can do this at KSTU, and so we will come to Kumasi Technical University. And so that is why we are here this morning. And I am very happy to be here, that we are collaborating to do this together. And it's amazing. So sometimes if you're a woman, you wonder, probably we are magicians. Because everything we are expected to do it, and we are expected to excel. If you find yourself in academia, so based on our questionnaire, you realize that the woman is supposed to come as a woman, a mother, a wife, and come to work. By 8 o'clock, you should be by your desk working. The woman is expected to make sure that the children have gone to school, have come from school, and are going home. When we go home, you are expected to see that the homework is done. When you
holds, and they have really been a blessing to this program. So we would invite staff from Star Life Assurance to give us a special message. Please, shall we welcome them with a round of applause? Wonderful gentlemen who have decided to support women. We are grateful. Thank you so much.
Good morning. We bring you greetings from Star Life Assurance. And as mentioned already, we are proud sponsors of the 2-day capacity building workshop. As majority of you may have known already, our CEO, Mrs. Kakradufo Nyako, is an activist, a woman activist. She's part of Women in STEM. She's a naturalist. I think she's one, I think even KNUST, she has been coming around to have presentations. So when this opportunity came up, we informed her and she's proud. And she also extends her greetings to all of you. Star Life Assurance, as the name goes, we are a life insurance company, and we are an indigenous company, the largest in terms of assets and investable income when you come to Ghana. We are currently celebrating our 20th anniversary, and we actually believe in sustainable life building. You know, life is a transition. There's one or two things we need to know. In life, it is either we live for long or we die early. It's unfortunate. Either of these, definitely you need an insurance plan. If you are living for long, you need a savings plan. That is why SNIT is even there. So far as we work, we continue to contribute something aside for our old age. If you are dying too soon, may God forbid, you need an insurance plan to make sure that your dependents will not suffer. Star Life Assurance, being an indigenous company, we have a lot of partnership and collaborations. When it comes to the commercial banks, we have partnership with GCB, we have partnership with Omni Basic, Access Bank, and many more. There are other institutions like GPCC. We also have partnership with them. The sporting clubs too, we have partnership with them. That tells our pedigree. I think we have the largest partnership when it comes to life insurance business in the country. We support our own because we are also an indigenous company. So this morning, I want to touch base on some of the few products we offer at Star Life Assurance. Being breadwinners, either of the two we mentioned, definitely, even it's in the Bible, we may not live forever. It is appointed to man to die one day. But what provisions have you made? We have a product known as the Ultimate Protection Plan, which is an income protection policy, income replacement policy. One thing for sure, mention how much you will need just in case disability, critical illness, or ultimately death sets in. How much will you need to support your family? As breadwinners, we all know the contributions we make towards the lives of our family. Day in and day out, we make contributions towards their upkeep. Have you quantified how much you spend in a month? Tell us how much you will need, just in case disability. And when we mention disability, disability encompasses a lot of things. Can be dread disease, critical illness that can result in blindness, a whole lot. How much do you have in place to support your family that upon your demise, Star Life Assurance will come to your aid to support you with such cover? When you sign on to our Ultimate Protection Plan, what we guarantee is 400,000 minimum sum assured. That is non-medical sum assured. With this, at the end of the day, you will be contributing bit by bit. And one good important thing, or one feature we've added, is that we know that the family we find ourselves in sometimes because of our lifestyles, critical illnesses and other things, that needs, before even a medical doctor take good care of you, you need to go for MRI scans and other diagnosis or interventional procedures. All of these are features that are on the policy. We have partnership with Spectrum Mutual Health. We either give you a discount or take full charge of your diagnosis or interventional procedures. It covers 3D baby face. When you're unborn baby, you can have a look at your unborn baby whilst he's in the womb, see how he looks like. We also give what do you call it? Cancer treatments. There are some procedures it doesn't require physical, what do you call it? Physical procedure. Rather, they will use the imaging services to ensure that those things are nipped in the bud. This product can offer you such cover when you sign on to our ultimate protection plan. So far as we know, the nuclear family has the extended family has broken down. The nuclear family actually has now dominated our societies. It is good for all of us to make a good decision to set aside some monies, and at the end of the day, you will be okay. Even if you are not there, your dependents will not suffer. Mention how much you want, and we will tell you how much you are going to pay at the end of the period. In simple terms, with the ultimate protection plan, it goes for a minimum of 8 years and a maximum of 25 years. You can even take it for 10 years. But one good thing Star Life has done is that if you sign on to the policy for 8 years and nothing has happened, no claim has been made, all your contribution will be refunded back to you. If it's from 10 years going, we are going to give you your contribution plus 10% interest rate. We started that project, or that what you call benefit return for loyalty some years back, and other insurance companies have also come on board. The policy is also assignable. Sometimes when you want to go in for large facilities at the banks, they will ask for collateral. Do you have a life insurance that upon your inability to pay, Star Life Assurance will come to your aid? Your dependent can smile again if you happen to fall a victim to insured contingencies, so far as you have our ultimate protection plan. The next product I want to touch base with is our child life. We are all here because of education. Education is the key, because I do remember when we lost our home, I said to myself, so if we had actually, we had nothing, I had no education, what will be my faith? We went to church one day, we came home, everything got bent. What happens? It is better for you to invest in your children than material things. We have children who are even in school here, they've lost their parents along the line. How do they continue their studies? So far as you have offspring, you have people who depend on you for education, the most important thing is to sign on to our child life policy. Minimum policy term is 8 years and the maximum is 25 years. Minimum premium 100 Ghana cedi. The higher the premium, the better the quality of the care. Tell us how much you want to cater for the education of your child, and we are going to guarantee a specified sum assured that can help cater for your education of your child. Unlike others, for us, when you sign on to a child life policy, for instance, if you are paying like 300 Ghana cedis every month for the next 10 years, we can guarantee no less than 57,000. But at the end of the day, your total contribution for the duration wouldn't be that much. But I can guarantee you having over 57,000 Ghana cedis. And when you have a child life and you are paying for more than 12, 15 years thereabout, you are guaranteed of almost twice of your contribution. And that is the best in the country. One good thing is that when you sign on to a child life policy, and may God forbid, the death sets in, we promise you the full sum assured. You don't have to contribute till the policy matures or till the end of the policy, because you are the breadwinner, you are the policy holder, you are no more. We have to pay the benefit upfront. That makes it an insurance policy. That is the more reason why all banks, especially Ghana Commercial Bank, our biggest partner, sell child life policy. Meanwhile, they have Kiddie Safe account at the banking halls. What you save is what you get when you save in the Kiddie Safe. But the child life policy, you are guaranteed of a good returns at the end of the day. And with the child life policy, this is a simple calculation we did. If you are 30 years, paying for 10 years, 150 cedis, with annual increment, time value for money, 100 cedis today will not be the same as 100 cedis tomorrow. As we are saving, as years go by, the amount of money you need to cater for the education of your child, depending on where your wards attend their schools, keep on changing. Now, school fees, just this beginning of the last term, it wasn't easy. People were complaining all over, and that is education for you. That is the best legacy you can give. So with your 30 years, 20% increment option, your total contribution will be 46,270.77. By the end of the day, your maturity payout will be 78,397. We extrapolate. We tell you how much you are going to get at the end of the day. That is the reason why at the end of the day, when the country experienced some economic downturns and there were haircuts, we were not affected. Other people complained that they had issues with their insurance policy, but Star Life, we were not, nobody was affected. None of our customers was affected. That is how the trend goes. Someone paying 200,000 at the age of 52 is also guaranteed 59,631 with 20% increment. We are rest assured that this money will be made available to you. We have apps that you can see your yield from the onset. With increment option, you can see everything staged in and out. As and when the unforeseen event occurs, rest assured, we are going to pay you your promised sum assured. We have a lot of testimonies. We have a lot of videos here and there. Those with Ghana what you call Church of Pentecost and the GPC, the Ghana Pentecostal Council of and Charismatic Churches. I'm sure some of you have seen some videos that were circulating on Pen TV. And yes, these are some of the benefits and some of the testimonies our cherished customers have. Whatever your reason for not starting this plan today will only sound ridiculous to your children and your good self one day when the unexpected happens. So get the child life policy. For instance, may his soul rest in peace. Sir John even was having a policy with that when he passed on. We have to go and pay those days. In recent times, we've paid money. KNUST, even KSU here too, we've paid a lot of money. Aside that, we have Supreme Home Corps. You know, our part of the world, we actually spent a lot of time, especially in Ashanti region, Kumasi, to mourn the dead. And that is our responsibility to do that. So Star Life Assurance has a plan in place called the Supreme Home Corps. You know, life is very short. It's like like a sun through an hourglass. So are the days of our lives. This was said by Edward MacDonald Carey from 1913 to 1994. Those days, from cradle to grave, it happens to everyone. Now, some of us were not even having gray hair. Now I can see my gray hair. And sometimes I imagine, hey, say my mom will tell you, there's nothing like, what do you call it? It is like that. Ups and downs. Today, this, tomorrow, that. But touch wood, what happens? If your beloved ones, you lose them. Tomorrow is not promised. We can be here today, tomorrow, you know where to be found. What preparation have you made? You know, usually we make provisions for our newborn babies when we are about receiving them. Now we have baby shower, we have that, but we save money for that. How many of us are saving towards the death of our beloved ones? No. We frown on that. That is the honest truth. But that is something that keeps on happening. My community I live, I have realized that of late, a lot of people are dying, day in and day out. Our lifestyles have changed, and a lot of factors. That is like sometimes people die in their rooms. You cannot even tell what actually happened to them. What provisions are you making towards that? And don't forget, when you lose your loved ones and you are mourning, that is when people enjoy. When I lost my brother recently, I was shocked that even to hire a hearse is by distance and how much you pay. Usually we think of casket. Yes, casket is one of the least. Water people will drink. Even 1 week is also another thing. So kindly set aside some money. This thing, for instance, what do you call it? Those pallbearers and those ladies who come to the forefront, in Sonum, that is how it has been. But take note, giving befitting burial and funeral ceremony to our loved ones without financial stress or depletion of our savings and investments is a desire of everyone. But what is your precautionary plan? Hope can't be the solution. You can't go and tap into your hard-earned savings. Come to us. We'll provide you with a solid cover. Principal assured that one signing on the policy shouldn't be more than 64 years of age. Spouse shouldn't be more than 64. Children, we cover children not more than 23 years of age, parents and parents-in-laws, and an extended family member. Bring them on board. So when the unforeseen happens, we will cushion you with a minimum of 2,000, maximum of 50,000 Ghana cedis. Their ages will tell how much you are going to pay. So from the principal assured 2,000 to the other sum assured, which is 50,000 Ghana cedis. Now we have a product that is in such a way that how much you are, the covered life, how much you are, we will pay you the same thing when you're, because we believe that your beloved ones, you need more money to cater for them than even you personally yourself. So we have this, their ages will tell. When something happens, death sets in. What you need is to bring your death certificate. You know, by law, if there is death, there has to be proof. Even with Momo, you have to bring a proof. With the proof, we will be able to pay your money to you. And don't forget that money, your contribution isn't your own, your contribution alone. Auditors come to audit. It's contribution from other people. So please take note. Come sign on to our child life policy and you may be rest assured. We have the child life, what do you call the funeral plan. We have end of term benefits. When nothing happens, you get refund for all your contribution. No claim is being made. We have cashback after every 3 years, 25% cashback. We have waiver of premium. I'm the policy holder. I sign on to the policy on the funeral. I'm no more till I attain age 65. All the nominated lives, the beneficiaries on the policy, sure, rest assured, you are going to get your claims. The covered life, me and Kasa Meyer policy, I'm no more. All other beneficiaries will come for their sum assured. That means your trustee will come for these monies, provide so far as I have not attained age 65 after my death. That is how it goes, and it goes a long way to help. This is a claim we paid at Koforidua Eastern Region to a police officer and the rest. There are other, paid a lot of claims, 112, a lot. These are the least ones among the claims, yes. The other policy we have, the last but not least, is our Wealth Master Plan. And I know within all the life insurance company, we only have the Wealth Master Plan, which actually help you know when I was talking about from cradle to grave. Between birth and death, as we all know, a lot of things happen. You want to improve upon your home, you want to marry, of which not each and every one will actually get there. Definitely, that's what God has planned. You want to go on vacation, you want to learn a trade or do something, tell us how much you need and we also tell you how much you have to contribute. Minimum of 200 Ghana cedi, you are rest assured. And this is the extrapolation. 30 years, if you are paying 100 cedis, you are rest assured of 10,573.54 with incremental option. And if you're also 50 years too, you are paying 350 cedis. That is the sum assured. The incremental option helps to hedge your money against inflation. And one thing we tell you is that the value of the money today will not be the same as the value of the money tomorrow. That is why we give you 4 years for you to contribute. No other insurance company will offer you 4-year plan. The minimum they offer in the market is 5 years. But we have a 4-year plan. You tell us how much you want, and we are going to tell you how much you want. So don't say there is still time or maybe next time, because there is also the concept of it's too late. It has happened a lot. It's too late. Oh, yeah, before you realize why you're from now. Before you realize it is another thing. At the end of the day, the money, if you don't save, it will go. That is why a lot of motivational speakers say save before, financial advisors, they will say save before you what? You spend. Else, at the end of the day, you won't be able to save anything. I say, hey, me offer away, miss one more brow. Some of these things, maybe I don't want it. So let's make sure that, so far as we are ladies, make some, and I know we are the best, what do you call it? Housekeepers. We take good care of your children. Every responsibility, when Prof was speaking, every responsibility is on the lady. Even your husband's dresses to iron, it is on you. Everything is you, yes. That's why they are very good when it comes to multitasking. And also good in savings. So please, every day spent procrastination is another day spent worrying about the things. Don't do it now and move on with your life. So this is the end of my presentation. If you have any questions, please kindly come up with it and let me address it. Thank you very much. No questions? Okay.
Thank you so much for your presentation. I want to find out, can I go on? I want to find out, with some insurance companies, when you start with, let's say, 50 cedis, by the time you are ending your package, you'll be paying around 200. So I don't know, is yours fixed? Like you pay 50 cedis, and if you sign on to a package of, let's say, 10 years, you pay 50 cedis till the 10-year period is over, or every year you have a percentage increment?
Thank you very much. Yes, it is at your discretion. That is why I mentioned the annual update, the incremental option. So at the point of signing up, the person signing on has to explain to you, if you want that option, we take it for you. If you don't want that option, you don't select it. And if you don't want it and you find it as part or on your policy schedule, of you have the right to come and take it off within the first year. That is how it goes. So it is optional, it is not automatic. Thank you. We will have our stand outside, so if you want further clarifications too, you can come around so that we engage further. I know our time is very limited. We'll be here today and tomorrow. Thank you. Any other question? Okay. So thank you very much, Prof, and we'll see you.
Please, your name. Thank you so much, Mr. Emisa. Please, let's give it up to them. Star Life Assurance, I beg your pardon. We are so grateful. Okay. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, get your pens and your papers ready, and make sure nobody disturbs you. We are yet to receive a talk on leadership, what it takes to be a confident woman who is in charge, building confidence and work-life balance, what it means to balance your life, what it means to have everything going into almost perfection, whilst you are the boss lady, as we call it today. Please help me welcome the Pro-Vice Chancellor of Kumasi Technical University to give us a talk on leadership, confidence building, and work-life balance in the person of the beautiful Engineer Professor Mrs. Abena Ejewa Obri Yeboah, the Yasantua of our institution. Yes, a very strong woman at that.
Thank you very much, Linda. And good morning once again. Indulge me in the next few minutes, or I'll try to make it short. But yes, so you know me already. And we've already talked about why we are here. And so I'll go straight to the point. For those of you who are close enough to scan the code, kindly scan the QR code, or you can go to menti.com and use the code 45246803 and answer this question for me. In one word, just tell me what are your expectations for this session. You can scan the code or go straight to menti.com. I see bold. Our answers will be showing, so please let your answers. Okay. Relationship. Innovative. Strong. What are your expectations of this session? Increase in confidence, interactive, influence, to be empowered, empowerment, networking, still confidence stands out, which means majority of us want to improve on our confidence levels. Others want to be inspired, also in the majority. Inspired confidence. Are we having issues with the menti.com? The code is 45246803. It's at the top of the slide. Networking, inspiring, confidence, still standing out. And it is my prayer that we will have it before we leave. If not today, you should get it by tomorrow. If you don't get it, please, you have to come and see me later. I have to push it into you if you don't get it at the end of the 2 days. Networking, still strong. Confidence, inspiring, still leading. Interesting. Prof. Mercy asks about the platform. We have the platform already, so we'll put Prof. Ibok and Prof. Mercy on the platform to enhance our networking with KNUST women. Yes. I think we can move on. At least we see how the pattern is. Mindset shifts, renewal. To be able to communicate effectively, assertiveness, they are all the improved leadership skill. So now we'll move on to the next slide. Let's go. As the topic is, we are going to talk about leadership. And if you remember from the Mentimeter, empowerment came up, leadership skills came up, values. What values do we need? Vision. What have you set for yourselves in terms of this leadership drive? Encouragement. Are you looking at it from within or you are looking at it from without? Is it someone's responsibility to encourage you, or is it your own responsibility to encourage yourself? Capacity building. We are talking about building your capacity not only in your soft life, but in your hard life. I'm using this from software and hardware, and I'm using it also from work and life, because we are also going to talk about work-life balance. Do you see yourself as special, unique? How do you see yourself? Do you think that leadership is for you, or leadership is for somebody? It's reserved for a select few, or everybody can be a partaker? I intentionally chose this woman, and if you see the, it's a sling, or a seesaw, you see that life is down and work is up. Is that how the balance should be? Well, we are moving on. I picked a quote from Dolly Parton, and she said that don't get so busy making a living, that you forget to make a life. Don't get so busy making a living. That's looking for money, isn't it? Such that you forget to make a life. And for those of you who don't know who Dolly Parton is, she is a musician, and to make it a little bit more interesting for us, we want to listen to a song. The song is playing, but the sound is not coming. Sound. Okay, so this is to lighten up the mood so that we can enjoy the rest of the discussions. So she was not too busy making a living, even though her living making was fun. Then we have Michelle Obama. What she's saying is that we need to do a better job of putting ourselves higher on our own to-do list. And I like this very much because as Prof. Mercy was talking, you heard her. When you wake up as a woman, you don't even think about yourself. What are the kids going to eat? Have their uniforms been ironed? Your husband's work dress, clothes. Even the color combination, you have to choose for him. If you don't iron his dress, it's like he won't go to work. It's like it's your business. You come back from home, even when he's there, he's expecting you to do homework. He may even be a professor, and he can actually teach the children math, physics, chemistry, whatever, but everybody is looking up to mommy. There's a short video, I think I should have brought it. A child calls the mom and says, "Mommy, when are you getting home?" He says, "Oh, I'm on my way." He said, "We are hungry." He said, "But daddy is at home." He said, "Daddy is also hungry." So, everybody is waiting for mommy. But do we actually pause to do something for ourselves? When you write your to-do list, in fact, even when you go shopping, do you ever buy anything for yourself? Every day, my daughter needs this, my son needs this, my husband's boxes, even that we buy. If you ask your husband that, buy panties for me, we say, I don't know your size, oh. Meanwhile, when we go and buy the boxes, we don't ask them of their size. We just go and buy and it fits. What does it tell you? It means we are special. There's something in us that is not in the men. The men here, this is true. You can't fight it. It's true. There are things that the women have that the men don't have. And you know why? It is because God made man before making the woman. And so, you know, when you do a course, they take feedback and then they use it to make the next version better. That is why even your phones, I heard someone say, if you have 3310, don't raise it. Why? Because the version now is I don't want the men to beat me. I'll leave it here. Now we are talking about work-life balance. Remember that the balance we are talking about, and we will get to a point where you will have to decide for yourself how you tilt your scale. Will you tilt it towards work, or you will tilt it towards life? Or will you make it even? It depends on you, really. And we will know that. But remember that balance will make you a better person, a happier one, and it will also make you better at your job. Once you strike that balance, it doesn't matter if it's 60-40, 70-30, 50-50, whatever that works for you. Once you are able to achieve that, you should know that you will become more fulfilled. You become better. Your productivity will increase. Everything will be different. It is true, you will never find time for anything. If you want time, you have to make it. Fortunately, everybody has 24 hours in one day. How come some people are able to meet their deadlines and you are not able to meet your deadline? Why? You've gone for a meeting as a non-teaching staff, you have to write your report. They say that you have to bring it at the end of the week. You are complaining, it's too short. Why? Somebody has finished it the following day. Why? It is about priorities and about intentionality. The fact that somebody will decide that if I go for a meeting today, I will put my report together by the end of the day. It's a decision that you take. And it's a decision that must be taken by you, depending on what goals you have set for yourself. We've written exams, teaching staff. The academic calendar is tight. You have only 2 weeks to upload your results. You are waiting for last minute. Then the internet will jam. Everything. Then you start complaining. We can't upload. We can't upload. Meanwhile, some people have finished uploading and they are sleeping. You will never find time for anything. You have a wedding in your family. You are the only one who is teaching with scripts to mark, with this to do, with that to do. Very soon they will strike your name out of your family's register because you never show up anywhere. As I have intimated already, this work-life balance we are talking about is not a one-size-fits-all concept. I cannot tell you that make your life 50 and make your work 50. Make your life 70, make your work 30. Make your life 80. I can't do that. What works for you? We have nocturnal beings, those that work best at night. We have those that are day lovers. They work best during the day. What works for you? What kind of balance will fit your structure, your career goals and aspirations? So it is about finding what works for you and being intentional about it, and knowing where and where not to invest your time and your energy. It's also not an entitlement, neither is it a benefit. The university will not say that work-life balance is sitting here, come and carry it. It is not like that. The university cannot give it to you. Your company cannot give it to you. You have to create it yourself. I've seen on our platforms, maybe the Faculty of Engineering will be doing a get-together, Faculty of Applied Sciences will be doing a get-together, non-teaching academics will be doing a get-together. It's up to you to take advantage of it or not. It will not be forced down your throat, because it is not for the institution or for the company to do that. Neither is it about dividing your time equally between your work and your life. After all, we are supposed to sleep 8 hours. It's left with 16. We are supposed to work 8 hours. It's left with 8. The 8, what do? You walk about, you go on social media, you do this, you do that. Some people even carry work home, and they still do it. So the balance, again, is up to you. But you have to do it with passion, as passionately as you can. Engage in both your work activities and engage in your life activities. When you do that, and you do that lovingly, it becomes a source and an avenue for fulfillment, not just an obligation. I'm supposed, every time you are annoyed, every time you have frowned your face because you don't like what you are doing. But it will not change the fact that you have to do it. So why not love it anyway? I tell my children that when school is in session, school is in session. They will give you homework. You will have to do it. You will write exams. You will have to prepare for it. When it's vacation and I tell you to go and learn and you tell me that it's vacation, that one you have a case. But school has reopened. School has reopened. I don't fix the timetable for the school to reopen or to close. What has to be done has to be done. And when you do it with joy, it helps you. But if you're always crying and doing your homework, at the end of the day, you still do it. So what are the tears for? The work must be done. Do it. The life must be lived. Live it. Michelle Obama here again. She's saying that there's no magic to achievement. True, there's no magic. This person was this person has been that, this person has been that. It's not magic. It's hard work. It's choices. It's persistence. It's consistency. It's everything. Mindset, focus, all the big words you can use to describe it. But you have to take that decision, and you have to make sure that you achieve what you set out to achieve. Let's look at some statistics of Kumasi Technical University. We are looking at teaching staff. 216 males. This is the entire university. And 59 females. The next time we do this, I'll break it down into the faculties so that we know how many are in the STEM faculties and how many are in the humanities. So already we are in the minority. This one, I think the new word now is micro-minority. And it looks like we are in the micro or nano, nano minority. Because we are only 21%. Teaching staff, female. Non-teaching, senior members, 79. Male, 72. That's where you see some good competition. We have 48% females. Let's move on. The 216 teaching staff, in terms of ranking, this is how it is. 2 male full professors, 0 for females. Associate professors, 38 males, 3 for females. Please, can someone work out the percentage? I think I forgot to put the percentage there. Albert, please work out the percentage for me. Senior lecturers, males, 68. Females, 12. Lecturers and assistant lecturers, males, 108. Females, 44. I'm waiting. So 3 out of 41 is what? Oh, my maths lecturess, where are you? She's hiding, but I've seen her.
So the percentage for the females is 7%.
The 3 out of 41. Oh, no. No, we have to add the male and female. This is total ratio. So that's 7%. I don't know if it fits nano. Prof, does it fit nano minority? In fact, we are lost. We are lost. Now, 12 out of 80. What do we get? 15%. That one is micro. Eh? We are still lost though. And then 44 out of 152. So you see, I left the percentages on purpose. I didn't want us to get demoralized. 29%. Here at Kumasi Technical University, Antiama, our pass mark is 50%, isn't it? So we have failed woefully. We need receipt. And that is why we are doing this workshop. So that we can rise to the occasion and increase the numbers by the time we meet again. So this will be our baseline study. Now we'll move on to the non-teaching. This one looks beautiful, isn't it? Deputy registrars, 12 males, 7 females. Even the one that looks nice is not up to 50%. We are still failing. Yes, so this is not just deputy registrar. So it's deputy registrar, deputy finance, deputy director of works, audit, planning and quality assurance, all those analogous ranks, they are here as non-teaching senior member. The same for the rest in the table. Senior assistant registrar, 29 males, 19 females. Assistant registrar, 18 and 25. So this is where we are reigning. The only time that we are reigning. And maybe JAR to 21 and 20, that one. But one is still okay. You can use one to gain, win an election. So one is good. So this is what the situation looks like. This workshop is for both teaching and non-teaching. That's why I'm doing this. So you see yourself, you see where you are, and then you make the decisions that you need to make for yourselves. Now we are coming to positions. What I talked about was ranks. Now I'm coming to positions. Key officers, 3 males, 1 female. That one is good, 25%. Senior management, 6 males, 1 female. It's reducing. Deans and directors, 11 of them, males only. Now there's no female dean, there's no female director. Vice deans and deputy directors, 10 males, 1 female. So if we put deans, directors, vice deans, deputy directors together, 22, we have only 1 female. Please, what is 1 out of 22? The receipt is real.
5%.
Imagine marking your student script and they score 5%. But this is the reality. I'm sure maybe you haven't looked at it this way. And that is why I brought it this way. So that you see the severity of the problem we are talking about and the need to meet like this. Examination officers. Faculty examination officers. Only 1 female out of the 11. Program coordinators, 9 of them. Not even 1 female. Hall masters, hall mistresses, 3 and 2. That one is okay. The vice 2, the same, 3 and 2. In total, we are looking at 91 in positions and only 12%. Did we get any pass mark in any of the areas? Food for thought. What are we going to do? And that brings me to the outline of my presentation this morning. We'll look at leadership. We've mentioned it already. How do we increase our confidence? Because sometimes I think that we run away. Because nothing says that there's somebody here who is not capable. But we run away. When we see it coming from the east, then we move in the western direction. Like 2 parallel lines. They never meet. Work-life balance. Who are stakeholders and how will we achieve this? Then we'll end with some takeaways so that at least I have a lot of slides. So if nothing at all, maybe some 2 or 3 lines that we can go home with. About 2 years ago or so, last year, they passed the Affirmative Action Bill. And right after, I had the opportunity to speak to SHS students, women, Bosomtwe Girls School. And I told them, you should not be too excited about the bill. Why? The bill is there. It's a document that is supposed to be implemented. The bill will say that give 30% allocation or 40% allocation to the women. It's written. But if they get to the point of implementation and they say, where are the women? And the women are not there, that 30% will not work. So as you begin to fantasize about the fact that that bill has been passed, you need to position yourself to be part of the 30% that they are going to look for to recruit. Government is saying that, okay, we'll put 30% in political appointments. They call you, Prof. Mina, which party do you belong to? You say, me, I'm neutral. And these days, they don't like neutrals. We are looking for a lecturer to come and teach mathematics. Now, Ghana Tertiary Education Commission says that without a PhD, you cannot teach in the university. You finish HND, and you've done your top-up. You say you want to come and teach. Is it possible? Can we take you because we want to satisfy clauses in the Affirmative Action Act? We cannot take you. We are looking for somebody who has published a paper, just one, in gender things. If you have it, you have it. If you don't have it, you don't have it. It's as simple as that. So the areas where we want to end up, we must know what is going on there. And that is why this afternoon we are going to break ourselves into teaching and non-teaching, and then we can be free to talk to ourselves. I want to move from lecturer to senior lecturer. What do I have to do? How many papers do I need? What kind of papers do I follow? And they realize that solo does not help. And they realize that solo does not help. So now we do collabo. Luckily for us, as a technical university, there are 10 of us. If I'm in the civil engineering department at Kumasi, there's also a civil engineering department in Accra. There's also a civil engineering department in Bolga Technical, in all the other technical, even the traditional universities. How many lecturers or senior lecturers or ASO profs in the other technical universities are you collaborating with? Do you even know them? You don't have friends there. Somebody will call you, say, oh, I'm looking for somebody in Accra Technical. Me, I don't know anybody there. Oh. Meanwhile, you are within a technical university space. Leadership. As I've already said, it's not just titles or whatever, but it's your ability to guide. Most of us here have been doing guiding. We are guiding our students. We are guiding people who come to our offices, even those of us in the non-teaching departments. We are providing guidance. We are influencing people. Sometimes you may not know who is looking at you, but you are influencing people, and you are inspiring others. Once you are able to do that for them to achieve their goals, you are a leader. In your own homes, in your own families, you are leading. When there's a funeral, it's you that they will call because they know you can lead them, you can organize them. When they want to go somewhere, it's you that they call. You are leading already. But how do you bring that leadership that you are doing outside KSTU to bear on KSTU? Sometimes we don't even know what you can do, because you are not making noise about it. What did the Bible say? Nobody lit a lamp and put it under. Let your light shine, that the world may see. Actions. That's what I'm talking about. And it is the actions that will lead to impact. There are some people who need help to do what they wish to do, but cannot do alone. They need lead to tell you, and it doesn't matter who the person is. Sometimes you can even hear it on the radio when you are in the morning, you are driving and you are listening to something. Even some words from a song can inspire you the whole day. Leadership is also about influencing behaviors through relationships, through communication and vision in a continuous and you've seen somebody, even the way the person walks. it touches you like nothing else. You just want to be like, I want to be like Prof. Mina, the way, she can pray in the way she can, You are leading me, but you didn't know. But you see, these things are subtle. It's when you become maybe a dean or HOD, then people say you are a leader. But it's there. It's innate. It's already there. But we need to find a way. I hope that at the end of these 2 days, we will find that way, that will, to say that I want to come out of that shell. There are many people doing many things, and sometimes I'm even guilty of it. We think that we are showing off, so we should not do it. And in recent times, those of you who have been following me on social media, you see that I post a lot of things. And it's because I have had a mindset change that tells me that people are looking at you. People are getting inspired because of the things that you are doing. This program that we are having, I have a lot of people outside KSTU that are on the stream. It's live on YouTube, and people are watching because they say if you are doing something like this, they want to come and listen. They are not here. Somebody is watching from Ho, somebody is watching from Accra, somebody is watching from wherever they are. But some time back, I would have said no live streaming. Because sometimes, like, we are showing off. But like I said, I quoted the Bible. Why do you do something and put it under when no one can see it? It could just be that one phrase, one word I have said this morning has changed somebody. So why do you hide it? And now with social media, you can reach so many people that you don't have to talk to personally, but they'll be following you. This morning, we've listened to Jolene from Dolly Parton. I'm sure she's nowhere near this place, but we've communicated with her in a way. And that is how the world is moving now. How are you positioning yourself? Everybody is doing something in their own corner, but we don't know. But there are leaders and there are leaders. The great leaders, the effective leaders. I hope everybody has heard about emotional intelligence. How many of us have read a book on emotional intelligence? Please show by hand. That will be your assignment number 1. Please read a book on emotional intelligence. These days, you don't even have to buy it. Go online, you get a book on emotional intelligence. Because sometimes, just the way we deliver what we want to deliver alone can make it negative. You just defeat the purpose just because we were not emotionally intelligent about it. We can be intelligent, but if we are not emotionally intelligent, it's not everything that you must react. React. Because normally when you react, it doesn't end well. So emotional intelligence is about understanding your own emotions and the emotions of the people around you. And for those of you who drive, I'm sure you've been exercising emotional intelligence a lot. But when you read about it into detail, you are able to put it in better perspective. Leaders must act with integrity, honesty, strong moral principles. Okay, if it is a queer, that is how we will do it. But if it is Abna, let's do it this way. No. Fairness, justice must be seen. It shouldn't just be done, but it must be seen to be done. If you are a leader without a clear vision, you are going nowhere. A leader is leading people. You yourself, you don't know where you are going. Where will the rest go? Where should they follow you to? And you must be malleable to change. Don't just say that this is how it is done. So you don't want to listen to any other view, any other perspective. If you do that, you cannot be a good leader. Because wisdom does not reside in the mind or the head or the body of one person. And it doesn't matter the age of the person. If we believe that God is and works, it means God can put any wisdom in anybody at any time. And once that person shares it, it is our responsibility to listen to it, wait, and see how we can use it in our journey. Confidence building. It starts with you, and it starts with me. Me, I can't do it though. No. No, hey, how can I stand in front of people and talk? No, not me. This one, no. And we have been feeding our mind with this for years. And so it has become our second nature. We call you to come and talk. No, call Equia. Don't call me. And we are always pointing fingers at the next person who must be called. But today, I want you to replace all your negative thoughts with positive ones. And so we are going to chant, I can. You know, chant. Or you want to sing it. Please, I'm waiting. Oh, start chanting. I can. Stronger, stronger. Stronger, stronger. In fact, anytime I call any of you, you should respond with I can. Because we have to disabuse our minds of me, they mean to me. Who can? If not you, then who? Nobody was born with a position written on the forehead. We shaped our thoughts within our environments, within our experiences and our exposures. But often than not, no, wait there, to me, wait there, wait there, you'll be there. Please, it is for you. It is not for me alone. So I'm begging you, I'm lonely at the top. Please come and join me. I cannot be there alone. When you go for a meeting, you know how women are. You want to chit-chat small. You are surrounded by men. Even when we are traveling, men. When you want to share something, cry, you are looking at them and you hold it. Please, come. Like I said, if we are looking for the people, and Vice Chancellor said it in his opening remarks, we make deliberate efforts to have women in management. But sometimes we are looking for them. We can't find them. Associate professors, 3 out of 41. 3. We need to develop a growth mindset through continuous learning. When I asked the question about who has read Emotional Intelligence, everybody said no. Okay, who has read a book this year? Not a story book. Oh. You have read a book. We will clap for you. Who else? Okay, we'll clap for you. Nana, we'll clap for you. Thank you very much. The rest of you, assignment number 2, read one book before the year ends. When we are on our phones, we are reading WhatsApp messages, we are reading Facebook messages, we are reading all sorts of things. Why can't you read a book on your phone if you don't want to have a hard copy? And in fact, take your eyes off the phone a bit and read from a hard copy so that your eyes can rest. Very soon, when we do an eye test, we will see where our eyes are. So in developing a growth mindset, I'm asking you to embrace new challenges. Sometimes you will fail. Those of us who have been writing papers, you send it to one journal and say reject. Then you take it, you shake yourself, you send it to another journal, reject. You'll be rejected 101 times, but eventually it will be published. So we need to learn how to deal with failure. The fact that one journal said no does not mean that it's a complete rubbish. You may just need to tweak it. And the good news is that most journals will give you comments why they say it's no good. Incorporate the comments, send it to another person. If that person rejects with more comments, add it, send it to another. And that is what makes the publication process long and tedious. Some people will tell you one paper, 2 years before it comes out. But it has come out, hasn't it? When we are pregnant, it's 9 months, isn't it? We wait, isn't it? And then when the baby comes, there's joy. That is how publication also looks like. As we are developing our growth mindset, I'm very, very happy that we have this number of people in the room today. We need to actively pursue leadership development programs, mentorship, and skill building workshops. Because like I said, sometimes you need to be reminded. I'm not saying that the things that I'm saying today, you don't know them. You know them. But you need a reminder. And that is why we need to be meeting regularly to remind ourselves that I can. Strategic support network. You know that the documents that you've written, the reports that you've written, there's a deputy registrar who can read through for you before you submit it. Pride will not allow you. It won't allow you. Why should I go for her to say that me brofo nye? But brofo no so enye. Someone must help. What did the Bible say? I planted and someone watered. You can't do it all by yourself. Allow people to help you. That's why you must collaborate and seek the support of the people at the top. I'm looking up to the full professors so that I can be there. Senior lecturers are looking up to associate professors. Lecturers are looking up to senior lecturers. Assistant lecturers there must be somebody that you are looking up to. Even the full professors, they are looking at the emeritus. When they go on pension, they also want to become emeritus professors. But you must actively engage. When we take up mentorship roles. We always complain, the students are not serious, the students are not serious. But we ourselves, when we have somebody that we can go to, do we go? Do we go? Assertive communication. They've given you choice. It's yes or no. You say, I don't know anything. What will you eat today? Anything. Anything goes. Do you understand? Yes. Meanwhile, you don't understand. We have to change. We can't continue like this. We need to change. If we want to be added, we need to change. We need to be stronger, bolder, more assertive. And if we get any small win, buy champagne. Acknowledge it. Somebody went to give birth and had one child. Another went and had twins. Another went and had triplets. Should the one who had one not rejoice? So why do you think that what you've achieved so far is not enough? Yeah. Some even went, they didn't come back with their children. But they are rejoicing because they have their lives and they know that there is hope to have another. Now we are moving on to work-life balance. And in my earlier submission, I was asking which of them should be stronger or higher on the balance, on the scale. Eight hours to work, we know that. 8 hours to play. 8 hours to sleep. 8 bob a day. A fair day's work for a fair day's pay. Bob is money. It's like a shilling in those days. So what work you do, a fair day's work, you get a fair day's pay. And this was a mantra that was being sung by some stonemasons who walked off their job sites at Melbourne University way back, 1856. They were talking about work-life balance. 1856. Almost 200 years or 300 years ago. Usually, we talk about work-life balance being represented by an absence of work-family conflict coupled with high level of work-family enrichment. But back to my earlier slides where I was talking about balance. This is where my point is. If we are to do a poll right now, where are you focusing more energy? Are you focusing more energy on your work, or you are focusing more energy on the life? Are you creating that balance? Are you? The extent to which an individual is engaged in and equally satisfied with his or her work role and family role. And that's exactly my point. What is the extent to which you are satisfied with your current situation? You should be able to tell me that you are doing 20% this, 80% that, 50 this, 50, 40, whatever. Are you satisfied? If you are not satisfied, then that is where the problem is. Because you must create that balance to be able to have that fulfillment. Again, work-life balance is achieved when personal resources are adequate to meet demands in work and family roles. Tomorrow, Prof. Ibok will take us through navigating with a difficult spouse. And it's not just a difficult spouse. When you have difficult people around you, what it does to you and how you can navigate that. What do? You want to progress. And he says that work closes at 5. So by 5:30, you should be at home. Meanwhile, the new office that they've sent you to, your boss is not even leaving early. What do? Because of that, they are sending you to that office. You say, I won't go. They need somebody who can type whatever words in a minute. How are you upscaling to be able to do that, to fit into that office? People are getting opportunities and they are allowing it to slip them by. Are we fulfilled? Let's look at the stakeholders. Family. We have the nuclear, we have the extended. We have to deal with them. Our husbands, our children. Then we have our siblings, our in-laws, our cousins, our nephews, our nieces, uncles, whatever. Family events. As I said, some of us, our names are going to be struck out of the register very soon. Because every time they call us, we are busy. Then we have ourselves. And I'm more particular here because we always tend to forget that we are. We think about everybody, everything, and we leave ourselves out. We've talked about confidence. I've talked about appreciation, self-motivation, self-awareness, self-pampering. Who wants to go to the spa? Oh, nobody. Are you ready to use your money to go to the spa? Why not? Who should pay? Who should pay? And that is exactly why I said that your institution will not put work-life balance there and say, come and take it. You need to prioritize yourself. You work. You get paid. Why won't you pamper yourself a little? Go somewhere. Let somebody massage you. No coffee that you pay. Go to a restaurant by yourself. Just sit down. Buy food. Get a drink. Starter. Main dish. Dessert. Take pictures. It was me eating that food. It's not every day fufu, every day fufu, like that. Enjoy Korean dishes, Chinese dishes, Turkish, Indian. Domestication is good, but we have 365 days in a year. Don't domesticate all year round. And your norm will always be there for you. The workplace, you have your superiors, you have your colleagues, you have your subordinates. And the people you are mentoring, the students, the service people that come, how are you balancing that? Every time somebody wants to ask you a question, you say, I'm busy, you're on your phone, you are pressing. You can't even answer one question. It's not nice. And it shouldn't be said about our women that somebody wants to ask you a question, the whole matter, you say, me, I don't have time. It's not nice. Friends, are we making time for our friends? I know some friends in this room who don't make time for me. They know themselves. She's smiling. We have our old school mates. Thanks to WhatsApp, we have platforms. You have never, ever posted on that platform. Silent Readers Association. Please start commenting. Because when you hear now, one of your classmates is dead. Oh, but she posted a comment yesterday and she did that. What was your contribution to that person's life? You shouldn't even go for the funeral. Because when that person was alive, you were not friends. Meanwhile, you could have prolonged their lives by being nice to them. And you kept your niceness to yourselves. Your childhood friends, you didn't go to school with them. Maybe you lived in the same area or you went to church together. Don't deny them of the opportunity to maintain the friendship. Your fellowship members, women's fellowship, where are you? Tutag ladies fellowship. Club members. Sports. How many of us are active in sports? Hey. Only one. Love ya. This one. Social media. You have friends on social media. And you've been giving them thumbs up or silent readers. Thumbs up. Please start commenting. After the thumbs up, comment. Somebody is celebrating work anniversary. It's just nice. Oh, congratulations. It doesn't take 2 seconds to type congratulations. Thanks to AI, you start CEO, it will continue for you. Please be engaging within the work environment. And that's why I put networking on it, because I know there are people here that you don't know them. Meanwhile, you've been in the institution for how long? How many years now? How come you don't know them? So by the time the 2 days end, everybody should be everybody's friend. Then we come to the community. Our immediate environment. Do we volunteer anywhere? Social responsibilities, I think we've talked about that. Community leadership. Community advocacy. Most of us, we will not find us. Women, we are hiding. We are pushing our husbands and our brothers to go. Please, let us take up some of these roles. And make sure that the pie chart is 100%, right? And we have to divide it not equally, but according to what your needs are, according to what your aspirations are. Which of them will you give more attention to? And which of them will you give less attention to? But at the end of the day, the balance that you achieve must be a balance that you are happy with. That will lead to the fulfillment that you desire. In the work-life balance, we also want to talk about 5 different things. Your physical well-being. That's why I asked, how many of us are physically active? Today, I asked somebody to climb stairs to SRC. When she came, she was fighting with me. She said for the next 2 weeks, she will not do exercise because she has climbed stairs. But your physical well-being is important. You see, you are working hard to make money, right? Nothing will be more sad than using all your pension money for medicine. Some of the diseases we can prevent with exercise, with dieting, with being cautious of the things that we do. Your appearance. That one there, I know we are not guilty. Because as I can see, you are all looking beautiful. But the passion and the zeal that we used to work and do things and even look at things. Then we talk about our mental well-being. My father, in his pension days, was always doing crossword puzzle. Every time you travel, he tells you, buy me a book, a crossword puzzle. And every time he'll sit there and he'll be doing the puzzles. And his mind was still sharp. Now we are always forgetting. Get crossword puzzle and do it. Put attention to your mental health. Economic well-being. This is where the promotions can help us. If you are a lecturer and you move to senior lecturer, there's appreciation. If you move to associate professor, there's appreciation. If you move from junior assistant registrar, there's appreciation. So we have to remember that. Spiritual. Most of us here are Christians and Muslims, and you know that there's a superpower that we all aspire and draw strength from. Don't forget that you cannot do it alone. To achieve that work-life balance, you need to have both the physical, mental, economic, spiritual, and emotional lives balanced. I've talked about emotional intelligence, and I've given you an assignment which I'll collect very soon. And we also have the social that we need to also keep in check. How do we achieve work-life balance? You have to stay connected. That's why I said that on Facebook, thumbs up, comment. Love your desk calendar. Have a calendar close to you that you use to check your itinerary, check what you have to do. Don't always say, hey, I forgot. Hey, I forgot. Have a desk calendar and remind yourselves of what you need to do. Some of the work you can't do alone. Share the workload so that you will be able to balance your life. We need to learn to stop trying so hard. And I've said it already. If somebody can help you decipher it, take it to that person. Don't try to do it all alone. Sort out your priorities. Sort out your priorities. Limit time wasters. Don't always get up, go to somebody's office, chat. When you have work to do, you have to learn to eliminate time wasters. That does not mean that you shouldn't take time outs. There are some times that you are working, you really feel that you are bent. Take time out, but don't overdo it. And network with a purpose. I'm networking with Mercy because I know that we can do a lot of work together, women in STEM. Network with a purpose. Don't ignore the seasons. There are some seasons, Christmas is coming. So we must have fun, isn't it? But when it is work time, it is work time. Make time for yourself, especially when you need it. You are tired. Even your sentences are not sentencing. Please take time and rest, and then continue. If it gets to a point that you cannot handle anymore, talk with your superiors. Talk with your employers. Create a schedule. at this time I'm doing this. It's not only your children that you tell them to do personal timetable. Do one for yourself. And keep track of your achievements. Because those are the ones that will encourage you when the going gets tough. Don't allow work stress to spill into your personal life. And that is why the schedule creation is important. So that you know that now I'm done with this and I am moving on to that. Prioritize your health. Otherwise, someone else will come and spend the money. If you are not even careful, it will not even be your family members. Sometimes the money gets locked up in the bank and nobody can even access it. Take a vacation. Make it a top priority. Please take a vacation. Oh. You can move from Kumasi to Konongo. It's still a vacation. The workplace today is very demanding. No two ways about it. And you really can't have your life as a working mom the way it was before the baby came. So work-life balance for you should be about trade-offs at one time or the other. And that's what I've been stressing. What is more important to you? What will you sacrifice now for later? As we come to a close, I've already said it many times. Define what work-life balance is for you on an individual level. How do you want to balance it? Do you want to take up more opportunities here? Or what do you want to do? I wish that a lot of you will take up more opportunities here. Position yourselves to take up more opportunities. Recognize that your needs are not exactly the same as that of the institution. So you must create a balance between your needs and the institutional needs. Maintaining a work-life balance is not only important for health and relationships, but it also improves productivity. Now, back to my Mentimeter. Have your expectations been met? Or what have you gained so far? What you wanted to hear, have you heard it? If you haven't heard it, let me know. I'll prepare a new slide. Yes, please. I'll put it on the platform. So the Mentimeter password or code is 45246803. I'm waiting for the answers. Or you can just scan the code. Equipped and empowered. Don't just write the answers. So whatever you are writing, make sure you act it when you leave this room. You should act equipped. You should act empowered. You shouldn't just listen. Well informed. Use the information. Yes. Apply it. Inspired. Let it guide you. Yes. Fulfilled. My MC is giving me trouble. Have you answered your question? Transformed. That's a good one. Please keep it coming. Keep the answers coming. But this is what I want to end you with. I have a good news and a bad news. Which one do you want first? You want the bad first, right? So the bad news is that time flies. But the good news is that you are the pilot. Flying the time. How do you want to fly the time? And this was said by Michael Altshuler. It's a motivational speaker. He says that time is flying, which is bad, but you are the pilot. So you determine how the time should fly. The speed with which the time, you can even stop the time if you want to, but it's flying. You are the pilot. Because pilots stop at a point, isn't it? So you can stop to do an assessment. You can stop to look back and take new steps going forward. On that note, thank you very much for indulging me in these few minutes.
All right, ladies, can we do it better for Prof. Abena Ejewo-Briaboa? Wow, so how many of us are ready to spend on ourselves in this festive season? Hey, Sister Duma. Please book me while we are going. Oh, how many of us are ready to spend on ourselves? I mean our own money. Our own monies. Yes. Oh, we are ready, eh? The whole year. A day. A day. You are always waiting for somebody to gift you something before you can enjoy it. Go out. Buy your own clothes. Buy something nice for yourself. And say thank you to yourself. And enjoy life. We are grateful, Prof. Thank you so much. Okay, our snacks are going round, and I think right after that we will break into the sections. The non-teaching staff would still be here, and then the teaching staff would go to graduate school. We would be prepared. Okay, we would be taught on how to prepare our documents for promotion. When Prof was giving her speech, I remember we all saw that women have failed terribly, especially in this institution, in terms of climbing up the ladder. Professorship, deans, vice deans, and all of that. And to the non-teaching staff, we are doing quite well, but I think that it is time we also do better. So this is the time we are going to we are going to be helped to put our documents together and how to prepare them. If you don't get them well, when you get to HR, they'll deny you and they'll tell you to put them well together. So I think that this is a very good platform for you and I to learn a thing or two in preparing our documents together. So as I rightly mentioned, the non-teaching staff will still be in the hall, and then the teaching staff will go to the graduate school for their time. And right after that, I think that we would end today's sections at the various points. So right from here, after we are done with the preparation concerning the promotional document, we would sit and then we'll close for the day. And then those who are going to the graduate school would also do the same. So please kindly bear with us. And then to do that for the teaching, we have Lady Pastor Professor Mrs. Mina Ofosu. She'll be taking us through that at the graduate school. Mefa prophetess in count. Prophetess. Minke Binkao. Okay, she said it's okay. So, hey, it came first even before the professor. Lady Pastor Professor Mrs. Yes, Mina Ofosu will take us at the graduate school. And then Reverend Mrs. Eliklim Dagba would also take us the non-teaching staff for that. On that note, I think when we are done, lunch would also be served at our various points. So don't be in a rush, yes, to live. On that note, I wish us all the best. Enjoy your snack. Please don't litter. We beg you. Carry your bottles out when you are leaving and trash them out on your way out. Thank you so much for being part. And we hope to see you here tomorrow, God willing as well. We are grateful. Thank you so much for your time. Adjoa we do go besa.